Welcome to the final festival reviews video for this year. I'm glad that these are done. Let's just keep going. We're almost done. Next is a film called Fireball: Visitors from Darker Worlds, which is easily the coolest title of any film that I've seen all year. This is the newest film by famous filmmaker, documentarian Werner Herzog. This guy's documentaries cover a wide range of topics, from Timothy Treadwell to death row inmates to caves in France to the people who live and work in Antarctica to volcanoes and to the internet and how it connects us. This newest film documents meteorites and how they affect different cultures around the world. I really love how Herzog mixes the scientific with the mystical and mythical in his films. They always come across as very hypnotic and incredibly unique. It really makes his documentaries stand out on their own compared to other documentaries that are purely informative. The imagery and themes in this film are great and aren't shoved in your face. The music is fantastic and really stands out among other documentaries I've seen this year. Another thing that I love about Herzog's documentaries is that they're practically beaming with his own character and personality. Every documentary that I've seen from him is instantly elevated by his incredibly unique and insightful narration. My favorite parts of this movie are when they explored the different festivals and celebrations surrounding meteorites. There's a scene where they visit the Black Stone in Mecca. There's another scene towards the end where they visit Antarctica to go look for actual meteorites. There's even a scene where they almost quite literally visit the underworld underneath a Mayan temple. Watching the filmmakers explore the different ways meteorites affected different cultures was incredibly captivating. This film even feels like some sort of journey of self-discovery for Herzog and co-director Clive Oppenheimer. Apparently this film isn't as well received as his others, and I can kind of see why. This is a film that can be a little slow here and there, but it's never boring. In fact, come to think of it, if this film were made by any other documentarian, I probably wouldn't love it as much. This film is incredibly creative and purposefully mixes myth with science and religion. It's very spiritual and full of character, and Herzog's narration brings this film to a whole new level. I recommend checking this out and Herzog's other films. My personal favorite documentary from him is Encounters at the End of the World, and if you want to see something a little weirder from him, then maybe I recommend checking out Aguirre, The Wrath of God. Fireball, on the other hand, is a great film that you should check out anyway. It's one of my favorite films of the year so far, and as with Feels Good Man, I would say that it's one of the best documentaries of the year. It's actually on Apple TV right now, so you can literally go on Apple TV and watch it if you have a subscription to Apple TV right now, and I highly recommend that you do so if you have a subscription to Apple TV, because I'm going to give this one a solid 8. It's a great film, and I highly recommend it. And the final film that I saw for these festival reviews is Shiva Baby. To be quite honest, if I hadn't seen The Climb for these festival reviews, then Shiva Baby would definitely be my favorite. This is the directorial debut of Emma Seligman, who also made the short film Shiva Baby back in 2018. I'm actually going to be using footage from the short film as trailer footage for this film because there isn't a trailer for this movie yet. But don't worry, the short film and the feature film are not really that different at all. The short film is literally just the first 15 minutes of the film. This is a dark comedy drama about a young college student who works as a call girl on the side. And while at a Shiva, she is basically trying to keep the other sides of her life secret from her incredibly neurotic parents. That's all I'm going to say story-wise because this can be spoiled pretty easily. This is probably the most anxiety-inducing film I've seen all year. This is a film that sometimes plays out like a horror movie rather than a comedy. There are some incredibly haunting and anxiety-inducing music choices. The cinematography mainly relies on close-ups and barely gives the main character any room, giving off a sense of claustrophobia. While this film can be anxiety-inducing, it's still a comedy at heart. This film was incredibly hilarious, especially coming from the different performances. Rachel Sennott probably holds the title for giving my personal favorite performance of the entire year. There are multiple lesser characters that come and go, but their effect is so memorable. I can recall a few of them in my head right now. I also really connected with the main character's struggles and felt genuine emotion and empathy at many points throughout the film. The character writing is absolutely amazing and some of the best I've seen all year. While this film certainly has an indie feel, it's also incredibly accessible, and I can easily see some of my casual film-going friends enjoying this a lot. This film is full of so much character and life and personality, and I honestly cannot wait to check it out again when it releases. Check this out as soon as it releases because it is pretty fantastic in my opinion. I'm going with a very strong 8. Could change to a 9. Maybe. Not sure. Gotta see it again. But it's a pretty fantastic movie, and I highly recommend it. Festival reviews are done. Thank God. Okay. Now I can talk about what I'm going to be doing for the next few months. So, the 2020 is coming to a close, which means that I got to start working on watching all the movies that I missed in 2020, which are a lot. I got to watch a lot of movies for my 2020 list because I like to be very thorough. I don't like making lists before the year ends. My best of the year list is probably going to be not even out until probably February of next year. That is not a date, by the way. I'm not saying that's for certain. I'm just giving you guys a picture of what that looks like, because my yearly lists take a while to get made, because I gotta watch like a shit ton of movies, like a lot of movies. So just be patient. And if you're wondering whether some movies are gonna make the list or not, then you can check out my Letterboxd account or even follow, because on there is where I log all the movies that I've seen ever. I'm not kidding. So if you want to stay up to date on the stuff that I watch, then you can just follow that account, and then there you go. Don't really have any other plans aside from that. I'll do some reviews here and there, of course, to keep content going, but my next big project is my best of 2020 list, which is going to take a while, so just be patient. I'll let you guys know how it's going the closer I get to the end. I won't keep you guys in the dark, but it's going to take a while, so you just got to be patient. Just stay with me. That's going to be it. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for tuning into Festival Reviews. Hopefully they do this again next year, because I would love to participate again. I'm Cynic, the Critic. I'm going offline for now.